Hi, I'm Kirania, and this is an explanation video for a 24.9k run I got on a Community World no moving in only 6 minutes, which is the fastest 24.9k recorded on this map ever, according to this leaderboard on Plonket. And all these runs, the highest score in it, took longer time, and it will be the 4th highest score ever as well, in only 6 minutes. And I'm going to explain all 5 rounds and how I got them. I think I was incredibly lucky with this seed to have such easy rounds, and this score is basically unreplicable. So it's very unfortunate I wasn't recording and I won't be able to get on the leaderboard, but it is what it is, and I'll keep trying to grind for other records in the future and hopefully get some. But I'll start with round 1. I instantly think Montenegro just based on the hills, and chevrons being yellow and red. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, yellow and red is just Montenegro and Austria. Albania uses black and white if you're ever considering Albania, so I know instantly it's not Albania. Also, the play is Montenegrin if you really don't know at this point. There's a red strip on the left because I think they have some Montenegro crest or whatever, but it's only on the left side, so there's a little bit of a red tint on the left on the regular EU plate. So as for region guessing, I also associate this with North Montenegro because these hills don't feel coastal at all. They're very full of rich green trees, I guess. There's also exposed rock, which is common in Montenegro, but more common on the coast. But there's not as much as you usually expect in mountains. So I am thinking it's more of a central north kind of region, and that would make sense for this level of extreme mountainousness, I guess. And I ended up plonking in Zabuljak. That is definitely not how you say it, but that's why I plonked, because there was a mountain in the west, and I saw lots of mountains west. Looked okay to me. It was a 49-second guess. I wasn't expecting to ever get an insanely good seed, obviously. So I wasn't really sweating too hard about getting a 5k. I was thinking Bistrica because just the mountainousness, but didn't look right with the directions, so I swapped it here. It ended up being down in Savnik, and this makes way more sense in hindsight, but I don't think I saw the river. Maybe you could probably tell that's a river, but yeah. That's still a very good guess. 4.94 you can never complain about. I'm obviously happy with a pretty decent Montenegro region guess to start off the seed. So heading into round 2, I was pleasantly surprised by what to me was a relatively obvious Luxembourg, because all yellow plates everywhere. Every plate's yellow. Even this, you can see on the blur the yellow in this car, and way too hilly to be Netherlands. Typical Luxembourg landscape. Also got these curly light posts, which are very common in Luxembourg, and French style architecture. The only country I would ever consider other than Luxembourg would be France, a very baity France. But no, I was pretty confident in Luxembourg for this one. And considering we're just on a farm and it looks to be pretty rural, I just plugged in the middle of the north, a bit out of the city, and got quite lucky with how accurate this was, to be honest. Could be a lot worse. I could have choked the 4.9, I guess, but it was pretty close, only 9 kilometers away. So I'm very happy with this. And this round is basically not 5kable, so that's about the best you could ever ask for in this round. So yeah, very happy with that. And round 3. So this is pretty obvious Greenland based on landscape, and I've practiced Greenland a little bit before, and I know my cars, and this is the Nuuk car. Nuuk is the capital, and it's probably the most common city, I'd say, in terms of coverage. Anyway, since I knew the city, I was looking for the 5k, and I spent a minute and 15 seconds on it, and I never even found it. I was looking everywhere. I was looking on the big roads because I was expecting this to be a big road because it does look decently wide, wouldn't you think? But I guess not. I was looking at this road. I was looking at this road. Even looking near the airport. I could not see it for my life. And by the end, I think I literally was like, this probably isn't Nuke because I couldn't find it. Like, I was like, maybe I got the cars mixed up or something. So I literally just plonked on a random street that made no sense. Maybe you could have earned 1 or 2 more points by plonking like in the middle of here, but it doesn't really matter. I got 4996 because I was 1 kilometer away. It's up near the golf course. After looking back at it, I found out that this was a golf course. This is what golf courses look like in Greenland, apparently. I don't know, I just find that interesting. Anyway, we head on to round 4. Round 4 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I get placed on this bridge, and it's in USA. I literally like sigh, because I'm like, oh no, this is going to be so hard to find. But it actually wasn't. I zoom in on this, it says Yinzer. I've never heard of that in my life. I'm thinking that could be the place name. I might scan for Yinzer. I don't know, I'll Google it after this. I wonder what it is. Anyway, I see the US flag. I see the architecture. There's all these skyscrapers are made out of brick over here. Like, this would generally only ever be in the northeast, I'd think. And generally the trees also make sense for the northeast. And it's light hills. So I'm thinking it's like, you know, like a Chicago or a New York, somewhere between there. Maybe even more west than that, to be honest. But that's a general region of the US I'm thinking. And I'm thinking I'd literally scan every city for this. But then I'm zooming in on everything. I see the Pirates. And I can't really make out what's above that. But I do vaguely remember there being a Pittsburgh Pirates of some kind. I would not be able to guess what sport that was. This looks like a baseball stadium, I guess. So baseball team that I obviously know. Anyway, so yeah, the first city I try to scan is Pittsburgh because, I mean, it alliterates with Pirates as well. So, and I look at it, and you see, I took 2.5 minutes to find this. So I was literally looking at every bridge in Pittsburgh, and I must have went past it. Like I skipped it because they were so close together. I guess I didn't expect them to be that close because they were like 4 bridges, one there, one there, one there. They look pretty far away. I don't know. But yeah, I was looking at these bridges a lot. I think I could not find the stadium or any of the buildings. Like, it didn't look right. The angle didn't make sense either. So I was looking over here. I think over here. But yeah, I ended up, after looking at basically every other bridge, I ended up zooming on this one, and I see the stadium. I think, oh, that's probably right. And then I see the First National Bank, which makes sense with the FNB it says on the side of this building, and that's when I knew it was correct. So I plonk it right in the middle of the bridge and get 7 meters away for the 5K. A very nice guess there. Definitely not too common for me, the 5K US, but the round happened to be on the easier side, and I managed to find it. And we head to round number 5 in New Zealand. This is my easily my most impressive guess at this, in my opinion. I 5K'd this round. So I instantly think New Zealand. I mean, you see the poles, you see driving left, see this font on the sign. I know it's New Zealand 100%, but what I also instantly think is it's probably Christchurch area because of these hedges. Christchurch area is very distinct for these massive chonkers hedges in the farms around it, and I've had rounds in this general region before, and it's these linear farms on this grid, these long straight roads with these massive hedges that you only really get around Christchurch. So I was pretty hyped, but I was not hyped about only having one street sign, because this says Browns Road. You can easily make that out, but the only other street sign that you can really see is this, and I couldn't really read that at first, so I was scanning for Browns Road. I spent maybe 30 seconds on that, and I could not find it. So I come back and I look at this, And I'm wondering if that says Air Road, EYRE. Maybe an S. Maybe an S at the start. So I'm looking at S something than Air Road. So I'm scanning all these major big east-west roads because it looks decently major. And I find it. I'm pretty sure the first intersection I see is Air and Downs. And I click this. I almost hit submit. I almost clicked here, which would have been a massive throw. Because Browns Road and Downs Road, like, come on. Why would they ever do that? Anyway, I realized Downs and Browns are probably different. So I scroll along the road. I look at every single one until we get to Browns Road. And then I found the 5K. And this is in 1:20, which is, like, even though I did this, I'm still insanely impressed by myself for doing this. Like, a New Zealand 5K in 1:20 is like, I've probably only 5K New Zealand once ever before. And I did this in a minute. In a rural location. Like, this is rural. Like, yeah. So, that's how I got 24.9K in 6 minutes. I got an insanely lucky seed, basically. That's all you need to know, basically. We got a distinct region, Montenegro. We got the Micronesian of Luxembourg. Got a Google card specific to one town in Greenland. I mean, round 4 basically said the city on the building. I mean, I'm sure every American would know the Pittsburgh Pirates or something, but yeah, this is pretty easy. If I wasn't able to make that out, I'd probably just scan every single city in this area because it's like, this looks like a big city. And then a distinct, probably the most distinct region of New Zealand for me. A very, very lucky New Zealand that I could 5K. And yeah, that's how I got this insane score that I'll probably never be able to replicate, to be honest. I don't know. I'll need to improve a bit before I can 5K more consistently. I didn't even 5K the Greenland, so yeah, need some work. But anyway, yeah, that's how I got this score. Thanks for watching.